Hey, it's our first RPG.
Clearly, we're ready for this.
Today we're playing not Earthbound.
Yeah, from the intro, I think we're actually playing Skyward Sword. And basically, this is the part where it mentions Hylia, raised the humans up to their own pedestals so they wouldn't be part of the war.
I don't know, this opening sequence, rips it right straight out of the first Mother game.
Okay, at least this game has an approximate decade of when it takes place.
Yeah.
We're playing Undertale, by the way.
Yeah, it's assumed that this game takes place in present day.
If that's the case, you could just put the actual year.
Well, but,
To get things out of the way, I've never played Undertale. My only experience with it are the various memes and references that other people make.
Yeah.
So I'm
you go ahead.
I'm going in blind here, basically. So I'm curious to see what's up with the game that was recently voted the best game ever by GameFAQs.
And me.
Oh, of course. You betrayed me because Mega Man X was in there. That deserved to win.
Well, I'd say this is the best RPG. But, yeah. Also, if you haven't played Undertale with the exception of Helium, don't watch this video.
Oh, well.
Spoiled.
Alright, well, I'm leaving. See ya. You're doing this by yourself.
No, Helium, since you clearly have no objection to buy it ever.
Yeah, it's probably best I do this because I'm never going to play this game anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of name Easter eggs in this.
There we go, so let's reference the other indie game. Except I guess you're not sticking with that. Come on, this is a YouTube Let's Play. You gotta name him something funny.
Come on, just pick the O.
Let's see what you're going with this time.
If you name the characters of other characters in this, so many characters.
This is going to get confusing. Okay, you're not
Basically,
doing
if
that
you name
either.
your character other characters from this game, they'll say different things, but I think it's only after you've beaten the game.
Oh.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Easy name to follow.
Just use the name I use for everything ever.
Still not funny though. I didn't name my Sonic and the Black Knight save file Captain L. I won't say what I named it until we do it, but
Hey, we still have Earthbound.
Oh, I don't turn the volume down.
And it's a flower.
I'm sure nothing bad will come from this.
Nothing bad will happen. Nothing.
So I don't know if I'm late in asking this, but what's wrong with your face?
It's like a stylistic choice,
Okay.
I guess.
It could have at least, I'm fine with the eyes, but it could have at least been like skin color. Okay. Please don't finish that sentence, man. Oh.
No, I don't want no pellets.
Oh, you're cruel. You're cruel.
I don't want them.
I don't want friends, that's why I'm doing YouTube videos.
That's why we're talking to each other right now.
I think the musician just gave up.
It's too hard.
Oh, different font.
What madness is this?
Okay, the fact this game has like a smooth sprite rotation weirds me out.
Yeah.
Also the fact that the battles are mostly black and white.
Well, that doesn't really bother me too much.
It's just inconsistent because, like that. Overworld's in full color.
Wait, this game is inconsistent with a lot of things. But this game does have amazing music.
I hear a lot of people love it. Except I have the volume really low, so I'm not going to hear any of it.
Just look it up on YouTube.
But then I won't have context. Oh, so that'd get in the way of me listening to the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack again. So good.
Oh, the kazoos.
That version too. I love those. Hey,
Yeah.
The flower already lied to me, Goat Mom. I don't believe you either.
See, you already know one of the memes.
Yeah. I know the beginning of this game because we streamed it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing homework during it, but...
And then I completely spoiled the ending for Amy.
Yes. Well, she's not here anyway, so...
Now let's just bring her back in for the last part.
Oh, is this one of those... This is one of those RPGs where you can talk someone to death.
Yes,
Oh,
pretty much.
Oh, boy.
Also, Toriel's name is a pun.
On what?
Tutorial. Guess you get it?
Yeah, because she is your tutorial. But she's a character beyond the tutorial, so...
It's our first random encounter.
Yeah, it's a frog. I was flattered anyway. Oh, that's some Jewish goat mom disapproval.
I disapprove of this relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of all spikes. Okay. You're cutting it a little close there.
No, it's fine.
So, in this playthrough, when the time comes, you're gonna kill her?
I'm doing a separate playthrough for genocide mode.
Yeah, well, I don't know what kind of a playthrough is this one.
Pacifist.
Oh, okay then. What's the kind that most people do on YouTube?
Pacifist.
Oh, okay then. You're just peer pressure following the crowd. I mean, I guess from what I understand, pacifist is the only way to get like the true ending. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
I'm doing only pacifist in genocide because neutral has way too many endings.
Some Shin Megami Tensei level.
Like you can get one
stuff.
for killing one enemy, killing all the bosses, killing only the major enemies, killing only one boss.
Okay, that sounds kind of like EG, except EG doesn't have much for multiple endings. It's more like multiple scenarios. They all end in the same place, but how you get to it is different.
There's like 30 endings for neutral mode.
Is it like Shin Megami Tensei where you can be too neutral to get the neutral ending?
It depends on what neutral ending you want to get. So yeah, I guess you can't be too neutral.
Yeah, multiple endings in this sort of game aren't really my sort of thing. I'll play the game once, I'll get the ending I get, and then that's it.
Well, really, the only thing is that whenever you beat the game, a character at the game will call. He just says different stuff. That's about the only difference between the neutral endings.
God. It's gonna be terrible when I... Oh, are you gonna be one of those kids on Halloween who takes more than one piece of candy? It said
Yes.
take one! Yeah,
Take one more candy.
You disgusting. Yeah, you better.
Take one more candy.
That's what you deserve.
Yeah, this game is funny.
On the topic of multiple endings, it's going to be terrible when I get to Metal Gear Solid, because there's 2 endings to the game, and whatever one you get all depends on one part of the game. The problem is that one part of the game is incredibly difficult, and you have to do it to get the good ending and the canon ending. Mm-hmm. My arm is in pain just thinking about it.
What is it, button mashing?
Button mashing beyond any comprehension.
Oh boy.
I also disagree with you here. Butterscotch is better than cinnamon. Or is that one of those decisions that drastically affects the course of the game?
It makes more sense within the context of, like, the plot. But I do like cinnamon more.
Or is it just like Earthbound, where it just changes what you get?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those Earthbound things. But I do prefer cinnamon.
I like cinnamon on, like snickerdoodle cookies. No.
I like cinnamon on bread.
I can just tell that you've played this game before, because you walked through that one area with a certain sense. Flirt with the slime. Flirt with the slime.
I forget if I do or don't flirt with the slime in this.
Go squishy with the slime. Maybe soon you'll have enough gold to buy a piece of candy. Oh, but I guess you don't need to buy any candy. You've got enough.
Rocks.
And the winner is Rock. Okay, good. Always picked up the pit. You're a rock. It's easier to just stay there.
How can you even move? You're not sentient.
The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they couldn't talk.
And the winner is Rocky.
Cheese stuck to the table.
Leave it there. Someone else has to clean that. How do you move a ghost?
I don't know. But it's a fan favorite, Napster book.
I've never seen him before.
There's this one video where it just snaps the book and pastes it all over JoJo.
Why?
It makes sense in a later boss fight.
Okay then. Is this a boss fight already?
No.
Oh.
Dapper book.
You should call it something else. Capitalize. Capitalize.
No, it's a style. It's a feature.
That is the most annoying thing when, like, authors use, like, improper grammar or spelling, that sort of stuff, and, oh, it's a real spiders. Well, who else would it go to? But when they use improper grammar and stuff, and it's an artistic choice, like E.E. Cummings. You know, is this artistic, or are you just terrible? Who decides?
Anyways, you want to buy the spider donut because it's important later on.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to get it, but it just makes the boss fight a lot easier. That's a lot with all these food items. You want to, like, keep at least one of every single item.
Of course, you have very limited inventory space, but...
Well, you do, but later on you get a lot more space.
So what happens in that choice if you pick its?
If you pick what?
If you pick its as your answer.
Yeah.
Also, you're encouraging me not to pick up items because there might be something better.
It's not really the case in this game, though.
Also, it's weird to me that, like, these, like, projectiles will appear on screen, but they don't go away before, like, time runs out on the QTE.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was that? There was something poking out of the ground. I saw it.
It looks like a flower. Oh boy. Strangely enough, you don't really see the flower that much in this game.
So if you're good at, like, those QTEs, can you, like, go through the game without ever taking damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Unlike the JoJo RPG where you are going to take damage, there is absolutely no way around it. And you're going to take a lot.
Vanilla Ice, I'm looking at you.
Yeah. I'll explain more of that when we get to it. Ooh, a sewing machine. Okay, now it's a ribbon. Looked like a sewing machine.
Yes, because a ribbon clearly looks like a sewing machine.
It did. It looked like one of those old sewing machines that you had to pump to, like, get it to sew.
I don't see it.
Why did you even take more than one monster candy?
I don't know.
That does not sound like something you should be eating.
It's edible, it heals me, that means it's good.
Yeah.
It's a little dance.
So if you just don't go down there, you're fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you kind of have to go down there, there's a switch.
I mean, like, if you didn't, like, go down in the QTE, you could just stay still and be fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were dancing with him, though. Oh, great. Yeah, I totally would have known that was there.
Well, it gives you a clue.
Mm. Is that a Monster Party reference?
I don't know.
One of, like, the one you don't talk to says, like, please don't pick on me. That's one of the boss lines from Monster Party.
It probably is.
Huh. I understand it's a cult classic, but it's a strange. Oh, those are switches? I thought they were mushrooms. Oh, I guess
they do look like mushrooms.
Actually, they kind of. I see arms. They kind of look like the Ukos from Twilight Princess. Except we don't.
They look nothing like switches.
We see them from the back, so we don't have to see the horrifying Uko face. Hate those things.
Bird. Those like the bird people with like the realistic face.
Yeah.
Ew.
I never used them. I always ended up picking them up, but I never used them. I don't want to.
Too scary.
And there's apparently some point in the game I didn't find where you like, oh no, yeah, that's a dungeon you have to go to, like their town. This'll kill them.
Now there's an actual city in this place. You don't ever go to it, but
yeah, that looks like the best weapon choice.
A toy knife.
You know, and stuff like in other RPGs like Final Fantasy, you just start with the Buster Sword. You don't have to call me, I'm right here. Yeah.
But I didn't take any damage.
Oh, you did.
Well, it's only like, not much.
Still, it's a quarter of your health.
It's just a small cut.
Oh, such is the way of life. Oh. Does every save spot have like unique dialogue?
Yeah. Kind of a running gag.
So if you didn't like either butterscotch or cinnamon, her work would have been for nothing. Pies take a while to prepare.
Yeah, but it's still the best healing item in the game.
Then I don't want it now.
You don't wanna use it until the final boss.
So you just have one inventory item just taken.
Like half of the food items I'm never gonna use.
You can turn off the light like it's Animal Crossing. Well, if they circled it, I have to go through the effort. Skeleton? Why did the skeleton? Oh, dude. And
Yeah.
This is the rest of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty much.
The snails, yeah, that's generally it. Array of plants. Oh yeah, man. Socks. It's as bad as it gets.
Sadly, the internet does not have such an innocent mind.
I mean, she's a lot bigger than you. If you put her sprite on that, it'd be the right size.
No, it's a hint to the plot.
Is she just really fat?
No. No. You know, it said queen size.
Okay, then I think I already see where it's going. Oh, she only gives you one slice of the pie. So you make this for me and I only get one piece of it?
I should get all of it.
I mean, come on. Actually, to be fair, on my birthday, I only had one slice of cake. Yeah, if it's hot, you want to keep chocolate in the fridge. Yeah.
I don't like chocolate.
Oh, what's wrong with you, man?
It's too chocolatey.
Yeah, that's the point. Okay, so I guess there's magic. Alright.
Yeah. If you're playing on Genocide mode and you check the cabinet, it says, "Where's the knives?"
Well, you already have one.
But this one's plastic.
Yeah.
It can't do anything.
But to be fair, we have like plastic knives that are like still sharp. So you use them to like cut vegetables.
No, but this is not like a plastic knife. This is just a toy knife.
So
it's gotta be kid safe.
One of those dollar store switchblades. Not really a switchblade, but it is like a spring-loaded knife.
72 uses for snails.
Snails.
I don't think there's that many uses for snails.
Food if you live in France.
But are we French?
She told you to stay there.
No.
You would not make it long in Far Cry 4.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, to be fair, that sort of thinking does let you see most of the game, but with disobeying. Yeah, look at that. She tells you to go upstairs, and immediately, as soon as you're finished, you just keep walking.
Or at least she has a better reason than most RPGs do for this kind of thing.
The game then you go back and the game just ends here.
And this is the part of the game where people with not most common sense would actually kill Toriel in a pacifist run.
Well, most people playing the game for the first time probably aren't trying to... Actually, I take it back. Most people probably would be trying to, because that was like the game's initial claim to fame was, hey, you don't have to fight anyone.
Yeah, it says you don't have to fight anyone, so that would be the clue. You're like, hey, I don't have to kill her. And if you talk to the monsters in the room, they say sometimes there'll be times where you can't act, you just have to mercy them.
You know, most RPGs would have, instead of just saying spare all the time, it would just be like wait. Like, what game am I thinking of where waiting is like the best thing? It's I want to say Game Grumps were playing it recently. Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You just wait a lot of the time, and that's how you do things. So in the context of the game, what are most of these, like, attacks?
They're just, attacks.
I mean, that one's kind of like a slap.
Well, it's implied that she's doing, like, a fire spell. Like, all our attacks are fire-based.
Okay, then. You would not last long in a bullet hell.
No. That's why I have never played a Toho game. Ever. And never will.
I barely even know how you would play a Toho game. Because I know, like, nothing about, like, how this series is distributed or anything.
Me neither. All I know how to play it is just hold down the shoot button and dodge stuff.
Do I even play? I really don't play many, like, shoot 'em ups like that. I have, what is it, Jamestown on Steam. That's good.
The only other thing about Toho I know about is that one McDonald's video.
Like, what?
You know when they do music remixes with a certain sound font,
Yeah.
Like John Trung X.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, except with McDonald's.
Oh, I heard one of a Toho song using that yee sound effect. So since you have to keep hitting spare in this like moment where she's just talking to you, can you just suddenly start attacking her?
Yeah, there's two ways to kill her. There's the normal way and then the backstab kill.
Got it. That's not...
Which is what I'll be doing in the genocide one.
Yeah, I guess that is a lot more evil. So since that was just a test to see if you're strong enough to fight, what exactly have you accomplished by not fighting?
Nothing.
Great. She's just letting you go with absolutely no assurance that you could fight. Yeah, for all she knows, you cannot fight. Actually, why'd you even pick up the knife?
No, we're actually physically incapable of fighting.
Yeah,
Her arms are forever paralyzed.
I'm asking, why'd you even bother picking up the knife if you're not going to fight anything?
I have no idea.
It's just using up inventory space. Oh, once you equip an item, it like goes off your inventory?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not quite Earthbound.
Still has a bigger inventory slot than Earthbound.
That's good.
Just Earthbound has no excuse to keep it that small.
Yeah, Super Paper Mario has a small inventory space, but that's fine because you just fill the whole thing with healing items and you'll be fine.
The same thing with this game. Well, it's pretty much the same thing with all RPGs.
Yeah, you already told me what the title was.